Expecting that to go off. Sorry, I've just fixed. Oh, that's getting turned off. Just fixed the living room clock, and this it's been out of action for a little while, and realised it ended up finding a battery. It was a hidden battery which I had swapped over. I'll wait for you. Well, I'm waiting. I'll check everybody's comments here. Hello, Key. Hello, Mel. Hello, Ant. Ali's the first one to the party. Hello, Ali. Right, never mind that. So we've got a clock from Leslie's nan's house, which had passed away. It was a memento, so we took that. And I mean, it's been a good few years, and like I say, they've never touched it. I thought it worked on magic, to be honest. It's never stopped. It's never stopped working. It's been great. It's strange when you have a living room clock and you're always looking at it to see what the time is. Although I've got a watch and also got a phone as well. Always look at that clock to see what time it is, depending on what we need to get done, whether that be in the morning, whether that be whatever it needs to be. But yeah, put a new battery in, and I think when I've been playing with the settings on the back, I must have knocked the alarm setting on. So I fixed it just after 8. I wasn't expecting that to go off, so apologies. Hello, Andy. Good evening. Kyle's absolutely fine. There's nothing matter with Kyle. Kyle's just had to self-isolate because he got in contact with somebody in his class who had the lurgy. He's in bed. He's homeschooling till tomorrow, basically. And then he's got Friday off, and then he can go back out and socialise on Saturday. So, yeah, he'll be back to school next week. Everybody else is fine. Sky's managed to get herself sorted. She's got some new feet splints, which needs to wear. Which are actually behind us. In fact, I'll show you what they're like. 2 seconds, let's have a look here. Oh, so this is just one of them. So as you all know, Sky's got issues with her feet. She has flat feet, meaning that she hasn't got arches in her curve of her foot. They didn't develop, so all of it's just flat and it turns her knees inwards. It's been an ongoing thing for a few years. Or many years now, since she was 3 basically. So there's the insert of our foot. It's actually moulded of our foot, and then that goes into this section here, which then goes into our trainers. Now, I'll tell you what, this is fun getting these on every morning for her. It's to help support her back of her ankles. So she's got to get them with her shoes on, her trainers should I say, and it's very difficult for her to get them on. So I want to get her new trainers next size is up. Well, the plan is just to leave them in the trainer so she can just slap her feet in and out when she does things like PE and stuff, because it's a bit difficult for her at the minute with PE. But we should get them sorted anyways, but we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully it helps with our feet. Hello Steve. Hello Eamon. Hello Fee. I did get your messages, darling. I just haven't had a chance to look through them as I was preparing for the live. So I'll have a look at them once we're finished on here this evening. So yeah, I was going to do live from outside in the back garden because it was lovely, but neighbour's daughter's out, and there'll be constant questions. What are you doing that for? Why? What are you doing? Why throwing yourself? I've had it in the past, so I thought it'd be easier just coming inside. Hello Anth, mate. I hope you're doing well, matey. The door still works. You enjoyed Melbourne? Oh, it was the spring show. I wanted to see how it was. Good, was it? I've never been in the springtime. I only do that on a weekend, on a full weekend at the end of September. Obviously when I showed myself, but I bet that was nice after a year out, basically. My hanging baskets. I've not shown you my hanging baskets. I'll show you before the end of the video as well. Leslie is at work this evening. She works on a Wednesday, so Tuesday and Wednesday evening. Well, it was originally Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening, Wednesday evening, and Saturday all day. But that's getting changed at the minute because she's getting a few more shifts just to cover for when she was off. So they're letting her work the hours back up again, so it just doesn't feel the financial burden of it. But I've sent her on her way with her packed lunch. She might call in, depends on if she's busy or not. Usually is busy on, it's normally busy on a Tuesday night actually, down at the pool hall. But yeah, me and Leslie were out on Saturday night, down at the pool hall, and it was somebody's birthday, so it was like two per table, and we basically just had a good night. It was fun, and I'm out this weekend as well. So I've got a stag do this weekend. I'm going go-karting on Saturday afternoon, so I might get a few bits and pieces done in the morning. Then we've got the go-karting in the afternoon, and then we're going to pub for a meal. And on top of that as well, the England game's on. 2-0 yesterday, spoiler, for England against Germany. That was good. Yes, Steve, but it was all booked prior to that. So, yeah, there's going to be 12 or 2 tables of 6. So, yeah, I'm making up for last time, Ali. Luckily enough, we've got my sister's going to come down and watch the kids because Leslie's at work on Saturday evening. So she came and watched them last Saturday and she's come and watch them this Saturday, so she's an absolute diamond. I'm sitting on her bed, basically. This sofa bed's been great. We've actually scored with a few things because I've getting a bonus this month. This last month, I got a nice little bonus from work because we've worked through the pandemic basically. So what me and Leslie's doing with that, and obviously a bit of money that she's got put aside, we're just redecorating the living room. We're redecorating downstairs first of all. My mum's busy doing her dining room and stuff because she's getting a new couch. She's getting a brand new 3-piece suite. So that meant that she needed to do all of our walls, wallpaper the walls, new flooring down in the dining room, through the hallway, through the living room, and the hallway. She wanted to knock the gas fire out so she can put a little electric one in, a little box through. She's giving me dad loads of work to do. But anyways, John, Mr. Bum's want to come and sort out the bathroom. We've got a bathroom downstairs. Need to get that. We're going to get that cladded and painted and stuff. I'm going to get all the way through sorted into the kitchen. Going to get the kitchen finished off because it got started and never finished. That's my fault. So we've got wallpaper and stuff to go in there, so it'll be getting done in there. And then I got a message off my mum and my dad the other day saying that Dina found that laminate flooring. The laminate flooring is basically half price. So I calculated how much we need for the living room because my living room hallway needs new laminate down, with the dogs, with the kittens, with the basically everything. It's ready for a change. These curtains ready for a change. One thing I didn't think about when we moved in here about 7 years ago was the only reason why I done my sitting room the colours I have was for these curtains, because I had the curtains and I had the cushions, which are past their best. So I like to have them matching. And I've got my feature wall as well with the same as these. It was my chimney breast. But the one thing I never thought of until years ago was the fact that my sitting room's red and white. It's not red and cream, it is cream, but it's red and white. And red and white are Sunderland colours. And I'm a Newcastle United fan, so whoopsies. So definitely getting the sitting room changed over, and it's going to get done and it's going to look nice. So I'm putting the money that I wasn't expecting, to good use, and we're going to get downstairs done throughout. But I've got I managed to get me laminate for £115 for the living room and also the hallway as well. And this is the colour we're going for. So I'll show you. I'll see if I can get one. Get one out. So it's a thick stuff as well. Going with grey. And it's nice thick stuff as well. It's 12mm. So I keep it all good thing. It's a good point, that. So that's the colour it's going. Sadly, this is from one of the packs that's got damaged. So that'll be used for offcuts. Plank, walk the plank, but aye. There you go. So that'll look lovely in the sitting room. Going for like a grey in here, like neutral colour basically. Which kind of reminds us I need to pay for them. It's It's almost like somebody knew I was getting some extra money this month. A lot of people know when it's my payday. But I'll have to give my mum that money back. But not a lot's been happening. Like I say, I've been, as I said on this last week's video, I've been busy with work. That's been be all and end all. It's been nice to have the last couple of days off, and I've got tomorrow off as well, because I've been run off my feet. I've been doing 11-hour days, learning new things, jumping in the deep end with a lot of other things as well, with covering the teams, and it's been an eye-opener, even just the week of just settling in. I'm only in 2 days this week, and then I'm in 5 days next week, but they are, I think they're basically 8 till 8 shifts, I think. So, aye. Well, we'll just have to see what happens after that. But I thought I was only going to be doing it for 2 weeks, but I'm not. I'm doing it for 3. So we've got next week to do as well. Hello, Karen. Karen with the funny hair. Look, just got this top on just for the same sort of colour as your hair. No, your hair looks absolutely lovely, Karen. It does. Leslie kind of went for the same sort of colouring. She went purple and she went pink, I think, as well, if memory serves us correctly. She had a midlife crisis. No, I'm only joking. Does look lovely. It does suit you. That's just the kids falling through the floor because they're supposed to be asleep. They're not. I've had fun this evening as well because Poppy the cat decided to make Houdini, should I say. Houdini escaped. So I'm enjoying it at the minute. I'm dropping in the windows and opening the doors because it's nice to get a bit of fresh air through here because we don't really open the doors and windows. But come 14th of July, she's going for the snip. Then I can just leave these doors open as long as I want. But, aye, what's this? I'm normally blue, but I had the dark blue in the cupboard. Wait, why not? Like you say, it looks nice. Yes, Steve's brought up a nice little point there today. Kyle had part of his science and his topic for school. He had to make a wormery. And as you know, as schools do, they give you the last minute things to go and find to be able to do it without giving you any equipment or say so. I find it absolutely unbelievable. I don't know how other people, other parents, manage to educate and self-teach and teach the kids if you don't have a printer or any paper. Well, lucky we do. A lot of people don't. So I've got no idea how people manage to do it. But managed to get the bottle, managed to get the bits and pieces. Look, yeah, I've got stuff in the garden. I went digging for worms, and I had a lovely comment from Kyle earlier on as we were digging for worms. She just turned around and went, Dad, it's lovely being outside and spending some time with you in the garden. I was like, it's absolutely lovely, but you're such a little hypocrite. I ask you if you want to come down to the allotment with me, and your face turns sour. But it's something that he wants to do. It's absolutely fine. I'm sure you'll find that with kids yourselves. Oh, for a second there, I thought that was sky outside. It's not. Just kids running around. It's 9:15 on a school night. Let them go on. What have I missed any comment? Hello, Fiona. Hi, Fiona's leeks are 10 inches round now. That's cracking, that. I've got what we're going. Just going through the comments here because my secretary's not here the night. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I managed to dig out my compost bin. Well, it was a water but turned compost bin. And managed to find some mammy worm, a daddy worm, and a Scotty worm, and Elizabeth worm, and a Kyle worm, and another one that we've adopted. So he's got 6 in his he's got 6 in his little wormery now. When they finish school in the UK, with my grandkids are done now. The kids finish. What? I'm sure they finish. What's it? I'm sure. Alexa, when do the kids finish school for summer?
Here's something I found on the web. According to books.com, the policy is that the students have until the end of September to finish their summer.
Oh, Alexa, stop. I don't know. Sometime in July, I'll have to have a look online. Probably set all yours off now as well. Steve, just watched your video on giant onions. 3 years. 3 years for what? The 3-year cycle? That was a quick hour. That was 1:15. Right, that's confusing me, that now. Better not going off every 15 minutes. Yeah, ours it's normally around about middle of July. Hello Charlie, how you doing? Thanks for your comments and messages. The kids normally. I'm gonna have to try this again. Alexa, when do the children break up for half term? Half term, end of term.
The exact dates for school holidays differ by school, but removing the bricks begin around the 31st of May and end around the 6th of June. The schools in Ireland are closed from around the 1st of June until the 1st of September. Schools in Northern Ireland are closed between the 1st of July and the 1st of September, while Scotland schools close around the 28th of June until the 30th of
I'm intrigued now.
August.
Somebody go and Google it because she's not listening to us.
Between the 31st of May and the 4th of June.
Alexa, when do the summer holidays start?
The summer holidays in the UK should start on the 27th of July. As you are in the TV guide skill, I can also tell you what's on TV
27th of July.
and what's on TV tonight. We say exit.
Exit. 27th of July, according to her. Ah, it does, I. I love it. Alexa. Oh, nah, she's gonna do. I love you. Sings a little song, so I hope you're all enjoying that song if it comes on. 16th of July, oh, there you go, 62 week. For some reason, Kyle's got a teacher's training days at half term or something. It can't be half term. I've only got another 2 weeks of school, and then they're off for 6 weeks. When do they go back? I'm just asking these questions, you know. I'm asking you questions. When do they go back? I want to see if I can get a... I love it. 7th of September. Ooh. 7th of September. Ooh, that means I can get away at the beginning of September. We're looking for getting away with the kids, and I've got booked time off at the beginning of September for some reason. Not sure. I'll have to have a look. I'll have to have a look and see when ours are. Because I've booked the first week in September off. I don't know why. I'm already off on the 3rd weekend and 4th weekend of September, so I don't know why I've booked the first weekend off. I'll have to wait and see. There was with the Alexas and Googles and stuff like that. There was an episode of South Park that trolled everybody and added shopping to their cart and set alarms for 2 o'clock in the morning. I pulled the prank with Dean Roberts when I was on the phone to him because I video call him frequently. And I told it told the Alexa to shh, turn off. Can't believe it's found that, to set an alarm for 2 o'clock in the morning, and it did. Waits for Kate to come up and say, "You absolute so and so." There's a guy on social media as well that comes on and he calls it Ellipsa. He starts mumbling of it and starts playing songs and stuff. It's obviously getting used to him. I think he's Irish, but it's quite amusing. I'm just fiddling now. Evening, Davey. I'm muted. You've learned the lesson. Well done. No, I haven't taken out the lemon tree, the lemon thingies yet. They do need to get taken out. Hello, Steve. Welcome along. You're in the right one this time. Dealer Steve in the house. No, I haven't taken them out, but they do need to be taken out, and I probably will end up killing them when I do take them out. But they do need to come out because the idea was the bottom end of the garden was going to be mine, and I was going to have like a separation, and they've ended up getting really big. I should have just kept them in pots, but I didn't know that. Obviously, 7 years ago, it was a long time ago. So I'll have to get them 3 uprooted, and I've still got to get the bottom of the garden sorted out as well. I don't have the time for anything, Ali, to be quite honest. I sat yesterday and you'll see on this week's video, I was not in the right mood and the right fettle yesterday, but I just got the jobs done. I was supposed to be down to the garden today, and I've made excuses today. It drizzled this morning, so I told myself it was going to rain all day, so I didn't need to go down. I've let myself down today, but I've found other things to be getting on with, like fixing that clock, doing the little things at home. I've been in the garden helping Kyle out. I've what else have I done? I've been outside. I've fed all the plants and stuff like that. So aye. Yes, I have been in touch with Dave recently. He's doing right. He's doing good. He's doing good. I was like I said, I was down here not long ago with Leslie, and I've been on the phone with him a couple of times because we all still need to organise Harrogate going to Ripon. So Davey's still waiting here about his allotment plot. Should be by the end of the week. I tell you what, Davey, it's great when you start getting that first initial buzz. You just need to keep a hold of it. That's the only thing. Yeah, I see a lot of people are giving up their allotment. Sometimes it's just easier for them to do that and take on smaller stuff, depending on the lifestyle and stuff like that. For me, I would. It was probably a bad idea taking on another plot. Instead of being able to focus on one plot, I'm now stretched over 2/3, and it's leaving less time to get stuff done. I've still got a half finished polytunnel. I've got horsetail up me ears and horsetail, and that's the biggest thing that's not me at the minute. No, the next chain will not be until 10 o'clock. It's knocking us, and I went down yesterday after a week of not being there, watered everything. I lost 2 big onions yesterday, and it's knocked us, to be honest. It has. It's knocked us. It's a nightmare. The whole garden's a mess. The horsetail is 1.5 foot high. I was just tempted to take the rotavator and just dig it all in, but then what's the point in that? I'm just cultivating it basically. So I'm going to have to get the fork out, and I'm going to have to get the fork in, and I'm going to have to dig it, and I'm going to have to pull it all out. And I've already done that once this year. I'm going to have to do it again before I even get the rotavator put on it. Same with a lot of the stuff that I've already pre-tidied. I started pulling some sticky weed out yesterday because it was up the trees in the orchard, and I've ended up hurt myself. I've cut myself on something across there, and it stings like an SOB. And I had I must have a reaction or something to that sticky weed because it was all up my arm here, and it was an absolute nightmare. Going to just eat, but yeah, that's the thing. Yesterday, I mean, like I said yesterday, I went down. I wasn't the fettle. I've ended up sort of doing my shoulders because that rotavator is it's some machine. It is a great machine, but not when you don't dig it. When you don't dig it, you just stick it on. I was basically churning the hay up at the top, and then when I moved the hay, got down to the soil, did an absolutely fantastic job. It is. It's an absolute nightmare, Jazz. It's an absolute nightmare. I don't know what I'd rather have. In fact, I would rather have none of them. But I've got ivy coming in from the bottom. I've got mare's tail coming in from the allotment to the left. I've got mare's tail coming in from the allotment on the right. In the next few years, it's gonna be in the garden fully, and it's gonna be a task to keep all of it down. And it's such a shame because unless you dig, yeah, well, you're never gonna get rid of it. Basically, never gonna get rid of it. It was fighting a losing battle because I'm not gonna be able to dig. I'm not gonna be able to dig for the rest of it. It's 60s, 70s, 80s. I'm not gonna be able to do that. I want to be able to just get my plot sorted, done. Then it's I've even got bindweed growing in my back garden. I've got bindweed in my back garden. It's in my greenhouse. It's I'm fighting losing battle. But to be honest, the reason why I gave up my first allotment was because Davey, no way. No dig wouldn't solve any problem. No dig doesn't solve horsetail or bindweed. Nah, all you're doing is just covering over the top of it, and it's gone underneath, and it's gonna pop up the next section. Doesn't work. You need to get it out. You need to dig it out. Digging constantly until it stops is the way forward with it. But I've got bindweed in the back garden. That's coming from nowhere. 7 years. I've only started seeing it the past couple of years. What I need is I need like yep, it still comes up. So what I want a fresh piece of land so I can take all my polytunnels and greenhouses over, start to scratch. Nuclear bomb the beds. I would like. Oh, I'm not giving up on it. It's disheartening, but I'm definitely not going to give up. The what I've managed to get done yesterday, and seeing other good things, because I tried to keep it as positivity yesterday, feeding everything, watering everything. I've got the stuff that I've got prepared and ready, and things that are growing are doing well. So show the good sides of that. I've got a few begonias and 3 litre pots which I can bring down to the front garden. Leslie's clear out the front garden. We'll pot them in. Me hanging baskets are looking lovely. The wall, the flower wall is looking lovely as well. So I'm still like I say, I'm looking at the positives, and I've still got a greenhouse full of plants which I can take into I need to take down the allotment. I knew last week was going to be difficult and tricky. I was panicking with my marrows because my marrows were in 3 litre pots and they needed to go out immediately because they were like 2.5 foot for the vines on the front. But I managed to get all of the hello Chris. I managed to get all of the beds rotivated. I managed to find some of the old dahlias that I left in the ground. They've started coming up, which is fantastic. And I've managed to get, in total, 7 marrow plants planted out. Whereas last year I had 3. And that's just on one plot. So yeah, I've got 7 marrow plants to look after this year. I'm on the lookout for broken gazebos because instead of using the instead of using umbrellas and stuff, I'm going to get the to get shade for the mobs I'm talking about here. I'm on the lookout for gazebo covers, even if the legs are broken, just so I've got the top. Yes, as well, like I say, with Leslie having lots of problems, lots of issues with the past couple of weeks with the kids and having to isolate with Kyle and stuff like that. Dahlia Steve's been watering our plot and he's been looking after it. So what I have to say, thank you very much, Steve, for looking after that. It's taken a little weight off our shoulders. She's been able to go down a couple of times over the past week, and she's like I say, she's very grateful for what you've done so far as well. So thank you very much. I was panicking because I didn't know. I went over to Grandad Dave the other day because he was working his back garden, and he said that he hadn't been to the garden in a few days neither. So I started panicking because the pots, my marrows, were in the greenhouse and it's been warm. So I was panicking. Then I realised what I did before I left. Preparation. I got a few trays, put them in, filled them up, and I was away a week. I totally forgot about that, and they were thriving. There was some of them that were yellow, obviously needed good feed, but I put them in the ground, and we'll just have to see what happens. I've got the first foot vine buried, so it's a good start. But I do need to get them ready for some covers when the marrows start forming, and I'll have to get me timing right as well. So I'll have to have a look and see what's what. So hi, Steve's looking after Leslie. That's the reason why she's got a bad back, isn't it? How many blimmin' marrows do I want? Well, I said that I was going to cut down with me growing. Now, sort of I have, sort of I haven't. This year I've got more chilies, I've got more tomatoes, I've got a few different other things I've tried as well. But, sorry, for the shows specifically, I wanted to do heavy cucumbers, giant tomatoes, and marrows. If I was going to do anything, those were the 3 things because I can transport them. They're not too big. And I've also got some giant red cabbage and I've got some giant swede. I don't think they're going to get giant, but I've got swede anyways. The tops are lovely. I'm going to have to get the stuff for the feed and the bottoms now. But the red giant cabbage is looking all right. It's nice to have big cabbage, even if it doesn't get the same size as the green stuff, the green ones. But I'm prepared for the cabbage for next year, and I'm prepared for the other side as well, for the Said that wasn't going to go off. Right, I'm getting sick of that. I'm going to turn it off. Right, what do I do with you? Why are you going on? Don't want no alarm. There, shush. I'll take the batteries back out of you. Listen to Yanni. Right. We'll give that 15 minutes and we'll have a look. If it hands off in 15 minutes, I'll just take the battery out. Right, okay, so what have I missed here? Need something. I'm sure I've missed a few other things as well. It has been warm, like. Steve says on seeing one of your videos that they're dealing about the lily beetle with the best way to get rid of the eggs and the beetle, squash them. Squash them. As soon as you see them, squash them. I haven't got none on the inside of mine now. Have to email you about my cook onions. Mel, if that's for directly to me, please feel free to. What are the dates for ripping? Yes, they've been announced and the tickets are on show fee. It's the third weekend in September. The Friday, Saturday and Sunday. And the Malvern show is the Friday, Saturday and Sunday in the 4th week of September. Hello, Alan. Second best looking guy on YouTube. Leslie's absolutely fine, mate. The thing is, Karen, like I say, I did get it off Leslie's, we got it off Leslie's nan and granda. It was the one thing that I wanted to take from, well, I don't even know if I got a choice or if it was Leslie I took it, but I like the clock. And it is a lovely clock. Oh, I'll show you what it looks like in a minute. Hendrik, oh, hello, Hendrik. Sorry, mate, I didn't see you come in. Hello, Dave. Yeah, I'll show you the clock and we're going to have a look at this stuff outside. So, there's the clock. Psycho. So, there we go. That's the clock in itself. I like that clock. It's nice. So, yeah. That's where we always look. That's where my eyes always go to when I'm looking. Right, let's have a look outside anyways. Feels weird having all the doors open. Right, there you go. Oh, we've got some deadheading to do there. Get the deadheading done as well while I'm here. There's one basket. Another bit of deadheading needs done. Any more for any more? Nope. I've got this one as well. Any more needs deadheading? Not by the looks of things. That plant needs to be brought over though. If we go across here, got two more. There's one there. Can't believe I've missed all these. I'm going to do it while I'm here. It's psycho. There's two more there. Take them off. But they're looking nice. Also got that one in there as well. You didn't think I looked at all these this morning. Oh. Smells lovely. Just spin me right round. It's alright, they're looking lovely. And from looking from outside. It's nice. Because I don't think anybody else has any on the outside. And it just looks lovely. So I might just add further with them. And like I say, Leslie's been out here and de-weeded all of this. So I've got some stuff I've put in there. Right, back inside the house. But I'd say that I've been successful with them baskets here. And obviously I've got the stuff outside the back and I've still got some more baskets in the shed as well. In the greenhouse, should I say, sorry. I'll get back down here. Oh. Yes, I got to the docks a while ago, Fee. they turned around and said that there's one of 20 in the list for emergency. For surgery, should I say? And I'm just waiting and biding my time. So just have to wait and see. But yeah, they're still there, still prominent. So you can see there, bald, and it's absolutely doing my head in. Absolutely doing my head in now. I'm absolutely sick of it. Sorry if I've missed any of your comments. I know I seen Dave. I didn't see Tony. Hello, Tony. How you doing, Guru? Oh God, I'm just having a quick look through the comments because I probably missed that clock. I've allotment. That clock. I've allotment. Can't get to sleep with it. Aye, that was my one stipulation, Dave. No ticking clocks. I'm a bit like Hook. I cannot have a ticking clock. I hate anything to do with a ticking clock. Dave, need to organise how, mate. We need to sort something out, basically. Like I say, it's like everything. I do, as I was saying before, I do need some help on my plot. I'm gonna have to get all the gang in as well, because I could really do with a hand blitz and everything. Just even like I say, just on that one day, I could really do with it. So I will be. My mind has been focused on work for the past couple of weeks, and also for the next couple of weeks as well. So we'll just have to. I need to get even as just a couple of guys down. I'll have a look at my shifts and I'll put them all in the group. Same with Harrogate as well, because we'll have to start making plans. It looks like we'll have to end up going either camping or whatever we need to get done with that. So like I say, it's all just about timing and getting stuff sorted between the lot of us. I've had a few conversations with Dino as well, and he says he's looking forward to sharing a room with you again. Oh, but yes, that clock it's a lovely modern clock. I was quite surprised when I seen how much they were going for new, but it's not. Didn't pick it for how much it cost. Picked it because it was sentimental. It was the one that stood on Leslie's nan and granddad's mantelpiece, and that's where it sits on ours now as well. So yeah. But everything's looking nice on the outside there. Everything's got some nice looking stuff on the walls outside as well. The apricot begonias have not come to fruit yet, but there's plenty of time for that. With them being late, I've had to replace one because one did die in the basket on the wall. I bought a canny cuckoo. I bought a canny cuckoo clock that lasted 2 hours. That's what smashed it. Hello, Rich. He got his first cucumber. Oh, cracking champion. Have you stopped at the Foley's in Malvern before? Aye, Steve. I've stopped there the past 2 times we've been, and I stopped in there this time around as well. It's just easier for us. There's not a great deal of places to go out, sort of thing, and everybody seems to congregate at Foley's, unless you're stopping down on the show ground itself. So it's an absolutely lovely place, and we will be. That's where we're stopping, basically. I have, Mel. I hope I have turned it off. I think I've turned it off. But I'll see what it is. The parking's not too bad as long as you get there early enough. No, you're alright, Dave. You're absolutely fine, mate. No, it's not a grandfather clock. It's like a mini grandfather clock. I don't know how the pendulum swings though, because it's not battery operated. It's just crazy how long it lasts. What, Kay? What? You're laughing at me for? Evening call. Thanks very much for popping in. It's been nice the past couple of days just to rest and I say rest. I didn't rest yesterday. I have rested the day. I've just relaxed the day. I made dinner for 10. Sunday dinner for 10 on Sunday, and I had a big crown of turkey which I needed to cook, and I think I cooked it spot on. It's lasted 2.5 days, so we've just used the rest of that night for turkey sandwiches. So I've had like a picnic tea, which was nice. Dave had that thought because, like I say, I'm going to make a few inquiries about seeing if we can potentially hire a camper. but we'll see what's what. Tony's knackered. You've been very busy, matey. I near about that, Jacko. I've got 2 bags of Humax behind the couch here. Yeah, cat's on a rabbit mission. My cat's on a mission outside somewhere. She's a little swine. I really want a camper. I really do. I really fancy a camper. I've just cancelled my car insurance for the Picasso. Thanks, Alan. My Picasso I've not had on the road since September, but I've continued to pay the insurance so that I can get me no claims discount for the full year. So I've it's probably cost us more money than what it would have saved, like. But I've just cancelled that, so come the end of this month, that's the last of that. I was going to get another Picasso, but I'm starting to look and think if I can save a bit of money up, or if I can do some, if there's any, I don't think there's any overtime at work, but if I can save me money up, because I'm doing quite well at the minute. I'm not doing quite well. I'm doing better than I have in the previous years. If we get enough YouTube money, I'll buy you a camper and come visit. Cheers, Karen. That's what I would. That's what I plan on doing. And our Steve, I seen. Yeah, past the point to Kevin. It's a good move for him. It's a good move for the area. For him, the club will do well no matter what happens in the past. They can't kick off with him just because the pundits can't kick off with him because he's an ex-Liverpool manager. Because it would be hypocritical of them, because none of them did the same when Steve Bruce took over at Newcastle. You know, ex-Sunderland manager who was also managed Sheffield Wednesday, Sheffield United, Wigan, Birmingham. But anyways, Gordon Channel not to do football. Apart from it's coming home. How much overtime can you do working 11-hour days? At the minute, Ali, not a lot with the... I actually did some the other day. I did an hour and a half's overtime on Thursday night. Last Thursday. I did a 8 till 7:30 shift. And then I got asked to work an hour and a half till 9 o'clock. But I did that for a reason. Because it was worth my while. Because the agreement was that if I worked an hour and a half, I would get 2.5 hours back anytime I wanted. So that's in my favour. I did it. It was very straightforward and easy. I just lost my entire day, which I was already there anyways. What's the point? The kids were in bed. It was absolutely fine. Hello, Tony. Thanks for popping in, matey. So there is always options. I can work on my day off. I can do... I could be in the day. I could do flexi time in today so I can get more time off later on. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens. I did do a lot of overtime last year in October time to pay for Christmas in September and stuff. Thank you very much, Al's Retro Channel. Thank you very much for your lovely, kind comments. Yes, I'm still working from home, Fee, but I have been in and out of the office recently. So I was in the office last week and the week before on the one day, because the guy that I'm covering for manager on the certain days, he is the duty manager, so he's basically duty for all of the managers, and I've got to fill into his role. So yeah, I've got to go. I've went in the office and it's been lovely because they've done the whole office out. The whole building's been refurbished and it looks fantastic. And it's free tea and coffees, and it's absolutely lovely. It's great. Then we're sitting there the other day and all the computers went off. It's like panic stations. So that's sort of like the thing I was talking about, jumping the deep end. And then we had a problem the week before with the heating because it was the AC was turned on full blast, and it was absolutely freezing. So I ended up having to get in contact with certain people to get the maintenance guys in, and like I say, it was all learning curves for me. So I know where it is that I'm pointing and doing stuff like that as well. So yeah, VPNs has been a nightmare for myself, and I had a problem with my VPN for the first 3 months working from home. Turns out my password wasn't strong enough. The password that they gave me for the length wasn't long enough what I should have been. So that was strange. Battery's coming out of it. Shut up. He finished. He finished. God's sake. It's bang on, isn't it? Oh my God, that would be in the skip. It's never made a goddamn noise until I've put that battery in. The clock's working, but the sound never worked previously. Don't worry, I don't know what to do with it. It's kind of gone off at 10 o'clock. Well, tell you what, when it does go off at 10 o'clock, I'm going to finish off. And I'm going to sort the clock out. Oh. It does. Probably will. Probably gives the 10 bongs. Oh God, I hope. I tell you what, if it goes off at 11, it's getting turned off. All right, Alan. So if I'm the second best looking Dean, which one of them is the best looking Tony then? If you're giving your opinions, it is. It's probably Leslie's granddad. That made me giggle as well. Me. It's not you then, is it? The one that Gordon's. Oh, is that right, Alan? Is that right, is it? Yeah, no, it'll not go off at 11 because I'll take the battery out of it. I'm not putting up with that. I'll deal with it tomorrow. I was over the moon the fact that I got the clock to work and it started. I mean, like I've told Leslie, when it wasn't working, looking at it 25 past 1, every time it turned 25 past 1, the joke was again, well, at least it's at the right time, isn't it? What's the saying? What's it? A broken clock will show the correct time twice a day. A clock on the wrong time will never show the right time. Something like that, anyways. I'm near philosophist or whatever it's called. Philanthropist. I don't even know if that's right. And I'm not even bothered. But Tony is the best Gordon. Oh, well played, Alan. Well played. Well played. I like it. I refuse to answer. You tell everybody every week. What's a clock? It's the thing with the face on it with two little arm, a little arm and a big arm, numbers on, or Roman numerals. Do you know what it is? The battery is the wrong size battery. It was a C size battery that I needed. I was about to jump on Amazon and get another pack, and then I thought, I seen a trick where somebody's used tin foil. Then I thought, hold on, that AA battery looks to be the same size. So I just put it in and it started moving. So I left it. It's got a AA battery in it, and it's working. So even as a temporary measure, it's going to get the battery taken out if it makes any further noises after 10 o'clock. Because I'm expecting that one. I keep my fast clock. See, the thing is all that, if you keep your clocks fast, you're always going to know that they're fast, unless somebody changes it without you knowing. But then it starts playing with your mind. It's like, what time is it? But then again, like I say, I've got that many devices on us, I'll know what time it is all the time. It's like this thing where people say, oh, I forgot to put me clocks forward. I forgot to put my clocks back. Never had to do that. Apart from that grandfather clock. Apart from that clock, I've never had to do that in over a decade. Because all the clocks automatically change now. So I don't have to worry about it. Just get the benefits of the daylight. Like I say, look at it. It's still lovely outside. It's only 10 o'clock. I got short-term memory. Don't remember that fast. Well, you've just remembered now. And now that you know, you'll end up forgetting. I have to admit, with Tony, the high streets are done, Dave, mate. People keep on going on at like some markets, town markets and stuff like that. You'll not be able to do town markets again. Not the way that you used to. There is good markets, like you say, Newcastle Central Market and stuff like that. It's it's great when stuff comes like that, but the likes of Blythe Market, Bedlington Market, Morpeth Market, not gonna get nothing like that again. Not like they were in the 50s and 60s. Nah, the rapid changes needed, and it needs to be brought in the modern era. It's like, what was it? I was watching somebody and they stated something quite sensible. We are like parents and stuff like that. When kids are doing this stuff, like playing on the tablets, playing on the it's like, well, why don't you not get outside and play on your bikes and stuff like we used to do? Used to do. We used to do. This is a different time. They don't do that anymore. Instead of telling them to obviously get outside, get on the bikes, wait until the lights come home, use this, that, and to that, go. I mean, yes, get them outside and play with their mates, but not to the expectations of how you used to do it, because they've got something new. They're on the devices. They know what they're doing with them. That is the way forward. Need to be promoting stuff like that if they're good at it. I mean, Kai loves doing his little programming stuff. They love that. It's a balancing act, but it's just one of them things, isn't it? So no cars on the road when we were kids. Now you look to see a road without a car and wasn't past. Tony, if you look around, you try and get down some streets now. I noticed this and I've told Leslie. The street that my grandma lives on is a main road and it's a straight road all the way down. You now can't get. You used to be able to drive down there and back, no problem, straight down, straight back. Now you're constantly stopping and starting down that road because there's that many vans, cars, all sorts on that road. When me and Leslie first got our car, we used to live in a little street. It's hardly any cars. Then me and Leslie got a car each. She had to park on like a pebble dashed area outside the front of the house. If I go round drive there now, you've got to just squeeze past loads of different cars. There's so many more cars on the road now than that was previously. And it's mental. I went and filled my car up this morning, Leslie's car, with petrol. I was like, right, I've been paid today. I'll put £30 in that loss. Well, like, come out tomorrow. I looked up and it was 131.9 for petrol. I thought, hold on, it's a bit dear, like. I was like, nah, you're only getting a tenner in there just to get it back home and last for a couple of days. I'd rather go down to my local Jet Garages. Jet Garage Bedlington, Jet Garage around the corner from mine. It's about 4 or 5 pence cheaper. I was like, no, I'm going there. And I wouldn't shop at Asda no more either. It's Aldi. I like going shopping at Aldi and Lidl. I like shopping there. Me and Leslie spent £210 in there the other day. In Aldi, but I have to say, £40 of that was me treating myself. I've got this fan here, which is a vertical fan. That was 20 quid. And I bought myself a tomahawk steak for 16 quid. That ended up going in the bin because I didn't realise that the date was the 25th and not the 27th. Because I pulled out on the 27th. One of them things. The times as well are changing. I've got a railway coming here close to mine. And they've been saying for 20 years that they're going to put it back into public service, so it'll connect with the metro and stuff like that. So Dave, that'll be quite handy for you, mate. Come my way, because you'll be able to get on the train and stuff when the time comes, like. But they're starting to upgrade that, and it's steak does knows out of date. I knew it was with a date. It stunk. Oh, you didn't want this steak. It was stinking. It's absolutely stinking. I wasn't too pleased with it because I thought it would just go back. How do you spend that much on all the kayaks for the family? Like I say, I spent 35 quid on two items. And I got a few other bits and pieces for freezer stuff. It was mainly meat because we'll do freeze a lot. So I've got 3 freezers. I'd rather have it in and we only do... we'll buy a few little things for fridge stuff and obviously replenishables. But freezer stuff, I did one big shop. So that's where it goes. But I don't normally spend like, so it's normally 130 quid when I go. But we'll treat ourselves with a few goodies this time round. Oh, that'd be cool, Kate. Look forward to that. I know, Tony. I do not begrudge anybody with any of the obviously conditions, as the celiac and stuff like that, for having to buy obviously the likes of the gluten free stuff, because they just put the money on. It's like the vegetarian stuff; they'll just put the money on because it's specific. But I'm going to try and cut down on as much bread as we eat, because we go through a lot of bread. Saying that, like, I went to Greg's this morning and got 6 rolls for the turkey sandwiches, and they were absolutely blooming lovely. Lovely. Oh, poor little Kyle got woken up the other morning. It was 6:30, and he came in my bedroom and he went, "Dad, there's a strange noise in my room." There was an alarm going off. That was on Sky's phone. She left her phone in Kyle's bedroom and it woke him up. So I got my own back. The next morning, no, I didn't. It was actually the same morning. I turned the phone on, put the alarm on, snuck in our bedroom, put it right next to our head, went back and got into bed. Then 3 minutes later, the alarm went off right now. Yeah. It's like, yep, that'll teach you. And then I realised with the Alexas, you can actually set the alarms on separate ones as well. So we've got one downstairs, one in the kids' bedroom, and one in Kel's bedroom. So I set the alarms for the girls' bedrooms now, so they get up at the right time. Technology is wonderful, isn't it? Speaking of technology, I've got a new broadband hub today. I'm getting it show it off. Hey. New broadband hub. I'm getting me what's called a Hybrid Connect, and also me Wi-Fi disc for the Wi-Fi. Now I've got my Hybrid Connect, which will automatically switch on if there's a problem with my broadband. It works over the mobile, so it keeps my broadband on, which is great, especially when I'm working from home. And the Wi-Fi disc extends my Wi-Fi. So where I've got them all, I've got this in here, and I've got my Wi-Fi disc in my shed, and that spreads the Wi-Fi further down the garden. So when I'm doing lives outside, shouldn't have any problems with the Wi-Fi. Which is the thumbs up. No, it's not, Steve. It's with BT, but the 4G with the Hybrid Connect is working on the EE network. And with me being on EE as well, I know that the EE network around here, especially upstairs where my thingy is fantastic. I even did a few tests today to see whether or not it was better on the 4G network, connected up to that, or with the normal broadband. And I was quite surprised. I Jack, I do that. I wouldn't say, because I didn't want to wake the kids up. You know, it's nearly 10 o'clock and it's nearly ready to go bing bong. I think that's enough. But the I don't want to wake the kids up. Mike, I'll pat on the back. Me and Leslie, we've got the kids down to the nighttime routines spot on. We've always said that. We've always said it. We're always going to try and keep the kids at a nighttime routine. Put them in the dark. We went through the crying stages. They fell asleep, and now Kyle's in bed at 7:30. He's asleep by 7:45. Elizabeth is normally in bed at 8 o'clock, and she's normally asleep at 8:20, unless she waits for Sky to come upstairs at 8:30, and then the two of them will start talking at 9 o'clock until they fall asleep. I'm expecting all 3 kids to be asleep at the minute, and then basically from 8:30 onwards, it's our time. It's mine and Leslie's time. None of this waiting around, kids coming downstairs. The only time that the kids will come up and down is if they need to go to the toilet, which they get told to go to beforehand, or if they're not feeling very well. So yeah, I would say it's been ideal. Kyle's got his routine. It's book before bed. Elizabeth likes reading through her books as well. We've got little night lights for them and stuff as well, because that time's theirs when they fall asleep. As long as they're upstairs in their bedroom at that specific time, that's fine. But yeah, now enough about that. Like I say, it's just that's a pat on the back, me blowing my own trumpet. We're all ready for this ding dong, because it's nearly ready. We're ready for it this time round. Lock them in their rooms. Locks? No, that's a bit far. And put locks in their rooms. Waiting for the bongs. Are you ready? Spraz hasn't gone yet. Should we go? There, we're gone. Eh? Eh? It hasn't gone ding dong. It's not. It's not going ding dong. Ding dong. We laugh. Ding dong. It's not went off. What's it, man? Laugh it goes off at 10:15. I'll tell you all about it anyways, but I'm not stopping till 10:15. That might be it for the night. It might have just automatically switched off. I don't know. I will keep you up to date on clock 8. Evening, Nick, mate. How are you doing? Thanks very much for calling in so late. That wasn't meant the way it was. You know what? Thanks for later on. Thank you very much for coming in. Should I say? Tin foil has slipped off the battery. There's no tin foil on it. It's just the battery. It's still working. It's past 10 o'clock now. It's 1 minute past. Oh, what a shame! What a shame! Must have just clicked in, but aye. If you can, there's 21 likes that I can see. Thumbs up. If you could stick a thumb up, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Does help out massively, especially when like I say I've missed a week and everything's went to pot. I'm going to be putting a few Dave's away because he's got no more bongs. I didn't want it to go off. It's done. It's done what I didn't want it to do. It's not went off. Did mean for you. Oh, thanks very much, Ali. Yep, you certainly do. You're normally one of the first ones to go on it. Yeah, well, I'm going to call it an evening. I'll keep you all up to date. I'll see you on Sunday, and we'll see what I can get done for the rest of the week. I've got about 20 minutes on at the minute. 20 minutes of footage with little Kyle and his wormery as well, which is really good. It was his video. He thought he turned into Dave. It was his video. But I look forward to seeing you all on Sunday, and it was lovely speaking to you all tonight. It's still strange with me just being here by myself. So we'll see what happens with Leslie and our shifts. Might even change a day over from Wednesday to the Thursday or something like that. But we'll see what happens anyways. But thanks everybody for coming in and listening to me rabble on. Have a look at that. I'll show you the wall at the weekend. And I'll let you know what's happening with the clock if it goes off again. So good night, thanks very much, stay safe, and I'm going for a drink, so take care, and I'll see you all